I know you guys hear me talk about fragrance investments all the time. This is a very expensive hobby, and you have to be careful with where you're putting your money, especially when you're first starting out. You don't want to be buying stuff that you're not going to be able to wear, that you're not going to be able to enjoy. That's overall just going to end up giving you kind of a negative outlook on this hobby, because you may be thinking, okay, I'm spending all this money on these fragrances, but I don't find myself actually wearing them. So that's why it's important that you get subscribed to this channel so I can provide you with all the information that you need on all the fragrances on the market, or probably not all the fragrances on the market, let's be honest. I have a very small fraction in my collection of what's out there, but I'm doing my best to cover all the popular, in-demand stuff. And if you subscribe to this channel, you'll be able to stay up to date on all the info that I have in my brain, which is a little bit. And you guys know I'm a big advocate for buying your fragrances and actually wearing them, actually using them and getting your money's worth. You guys work hard for your money, and if you're going to be putting it into a hobby like this, you want to make sure you're getting a positive return if you actually enjoying these products. And so it got me thinking, you know, not everyone subscribes to the idea of seasonal fragrances. Every now and then I do get the comment, you know, I don't really see the purpose of only wearing certain fragrances in certain seasons. And I do understand where you're coming from, especially if you first are starting out. It can be a bit confusing, it can be a bit frustrating to understand, okay, why can I only wear this in fall and only this in summer? It's kind of a lot to wrap your head around, and it can be kind of frustrating when you're first starting out, especially. So I thought today I'd go and put a video together of 10 fragrances that you can wear any time of the year for any situation. If you don't want to have to worry about buying fragrances for winter, buying fragrances for spring, summer, fall, whatever it is, and you just want to have some solid fragrances in your collection that you can use no matter what and not have to think about it, this is going to be the perfect video for you. And just to make it easy for you and to save you guys a lot of money, I will provide links to all these fragrances down below in the description if you want to check any of these out or pick any of these up. You guys know what to do. Hit those links down there. You can get these at a discounted price. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's get into it. First fragrance up, we do have one from Chanel. Now, Chanel's a brand that has really done some amazing things in the fragrance community. They've completely shaped and molded, honestly, how fragrances are these days, at least on the men's side of things. They've done a lot for the women's side of things, of course, too, but they've really shaped the fragrance community and all the new releases that we have today. And to be honest with you, the fragrance world would be completely different as it wasn't for some of Chanel's offerings. This one is Bleu de Chanel EDP. This is a fragrance that you can wear for literally anything. It is a signature scent. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what month it is. You can wear Bleu de Chanel for anything, anytime. It's a very versatile scent that doesn't matter if it's cold out or if it's warm out. This stuff works all the time. It is going to be a bit pricey, and usually Chanel's aren't discounted all that much. So most times you're going to be paying retail price or pretty close to retail price for this one. But for me, it's worth every penny. Bleu de Chanel is a great investment. The EDP is fantastic. The Parfum is fantastic. Even the EDT is still fantastic. I would say for the most versatility, the EDP is your best bet. The Parfum is my favorite, but I do find that one to be just a bit heavier, a bit more depth to where maybe summer and spring it wouldn't be my first choice. But the EDP I find is kind of in the middle, literally. I mean, it's in between the two, Eau de Toilette and the Parfum, but it's also in the middle in terms of scent profile and just being the most wearable. It's got a little bit of everything for everyone. Moving up next here, we have Aqua di Gio Profumo. This is another one of my personal favorite designers. This is a smoky, sexy, aquatic, and overall mysterious scent. The way that aquatic note mixes with the incense and the patchouli gives a bit of an earthiness, a masculine touch. This stuff is to die for. It's so versatile. It can work for any time of the year. It's great for summer, but it's also great for fall and winter and spring. This stuff will do it all for you. It's got great performance. It's going to last on your skin 8, 9, even 10 plus hours sometimes on me, and it projects more than you would expect as well. This is a beast of a scent, and this is what I'm talking about when I say put your money somewhere smart. This is a great investment that you can wear for anything, anytime. This one is on discounter, so you can get it a bit less than retail price, and it's worth every penny. Aqua di Gio Profumo, most of you probably do have it, but if you're a bit newer to the game, this is one that you should add quickly to your priority list because this stuff is incredible. Up next, we do have a niche fragrance. This is Vilhelm Parfumerie's Morning Chest. This is, if you don't know, kind of an Aventus-inspired scent, but for me, it's a bit heavier, it's a bit creamier than Aventus itself. For me, at least the newer batches of Aventus are very citrus heavy. not just the pineapple, which is a fruit, obviously. I'm talking citrus, like bergamot. Like it's very, very bergamot heavy in the opening, and it doesn't have that creaminess and that depth that some of the older batches has. I'm not even talking about 2010, 2011, 2012 batches. I'm talking about some of my 2016, 2017 batches compared to my 2019 that I have. There's a considerable difference there, especially in the opening. That's kind of the main difference. The dry downs of a Ventus are, relatively going to be pretty uniform, unless you're talking about vintage, which is different. The main difference here is the formulations that they're having to do to stay within regulation, and a lot of that affects the top notes, the opening of the scent. I find this fragrance here to be very creamy, very rich, just has quite a bit more depth than a Ventus, but is still very wearable and can be used all year around. I've done a full review on this one. If you want to hear my full thoughts on it, you can check that out on my channel. And if you want to pick this fragrance up on a discount, head over to twistedlily.com. They carry this scent. I do have a discount code for them that is Chaos10. That will get you 10% off your entire order over there. It's a great way to save yourself some money, especially if you're purchasing quite a few things. That 10% adds up, and it's a great deal. Following that, we have Tom Ford Beau de Jour. This is a fougere scent, but it's a modernized fougere scent. So if you're a bit wary, you don't want to smell old man or anything like that, check out Beau de Jour, because this one is a bit lighter and a bit more modernized, and just a little bit more of a different, fresh take on a fougere scent. It's not too classic, it's not too old school. To me, it strikes a nice balance here, but you still do have to have appreciation for aromatic fougeres to like this type of scent. This is a great one, and it can literally be used any time of the year for any situation. It's a classic, it's a staple that should be in your collection. This is a great one and great bang for your buck. To get a Tom Ford fragrance at this price on discounters is incredible. Typically the private blends, which is where this scent originated from, are going for like $150+ for a 50 ml bottle, which is a smaller size. This is a 100 ml, and you can get it usually for less than $150 on discounters, which is great bang for your buck. It still has the same quality as the private blend. It's just in a cheaper bottle overall, and I don't mean the bottle is cheap. I mean it's literally packaged into a bottle, and the whole thing is cheaper than the private blend. It doesn't get much better than that. Tom Ford Beau de Jour. This is a must-have. Following that, we have Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. This one is based entirely around the note of ISO E Super, which is kind of a woody, fuzzy type of smell. This one's a kind of an interesting one because when you smell it, it can be hard to pick up on. Like sometimes you can literally not smell it all that well. But trust me, this one comes and goes in whiffs. It's very strong. It's got great performance, and it's really great for any time of the year. It doesn't matter. If you just want to have something that's subtle and kind of comes and goes in whiffs and kind of piques people's interest, give this one a shot. Following that, we have Mancera Cedrat Boise, another one of my personal favorites from Mancera. This one is kind of also compared to a Ventus. However, with this one here, I don't get the comparison really at all. It's got a fruity opening, but that's the only similarity to a Ventus. I mean, that's literally it. This one's more of a sweet, candied-like fruity opening, and it dries down to being very woody and a bit musky. Overall, this one is kind of a more sweeter composition than something like a Ventus, and I find this one to be fantastic for all year round. It's a great summer scent, but it's also a great winter scent. It's got very, very strong performance, and honestly, talking about niche fragrances, this is some of your best bang for your buck. This is actually my first niche fragrance, believe it or not. This is the first one I ever purchased. Bought it on a blind buy, and I was in love with it. I still do love this scent. It's, again, great bang for your buck. You can also get this one on Twisted Lily, and remember my code Chaos10, 10% off to save yourself some money there. Check this one out for something that you can wear any time of the year for anything. Let's keep it moving here. Up next, we have Terre Eau de Toilette. This nice vetiver orange-based scent. Kind of, people call it a dirty orange smell, right? Because it's got that orange peel and that dirtiness, kind of earthiness coming from the vetiver. Not going to be for everyone, but if you like these types of scents, it's a bit more of a masculine, kind of mature, grown-up type of scent, very classy. You're going to love this stuff. If you like vetiver, you'll love this fragrance as well. This is a great one that, again, can be worn any time of the year for anything. It's very versatile. It's got great quality, and it's a pretty good price as well. Up next, we have another blue fragrance. Of course, we started the list off with Bleu de Chanel, which I had to throw it in here. But I do want to also spotlight this one because this is much cheaper than Bleu de Chanel and really is one of the cheaper, more affordable blue fragrances. This one's Versace Dylan Blue. Coming from the house of Versace, you're getting a great quality scent with great mass appeal, really good performance. Smells quite a bit different than Bleu de Chanel. Smells quite a bit different than Dior Sauvage and a lot of the other blue fragrances out there. This does its own thing, but it does what it does very well. This is a really well done scent. It works for literally anything. You'll find that this one has a bit more sweetness as well, lending it to work fantastically in the fall and winter, but it still does have that fresh ambroxan and that citrus up top, which makes it good for spring and summer. Second to last fragrance, we have one from Parfums de Marly. I could have put a few fragrances here, but I'm going to play it safe and recommend you this one. This is Percival by Parfums de Marly. I almost put Leighton, but I still do feel, depending on who you are and where you live, it could be a bit sweet for spring and summer, or more primarily for summer, because it is a bit warm. It's got that nice apple note, but it still does have that vanilla and the sweetness. But for me, Percival is very clean, very fresh, very musky, and this is one that can work for anything. You know, you could say it is suited more for spring and summer, and I would agree with you, but it works great for fall and winter because it smells clean and fresh. And guess what? You want to smell clean and fresh all year round. You don't want to stop showering in the winter, right? You still want to shower up and have good hygiene. And if you just want to smell like you just stepped out of the shower and like you're a clean, well put together guy, Percival will do it for you. And last up, we have Prada L'Homme, one of the best soapy fragrances on the market. It's nice soapy clean iris scent. A bit of a spicy kick in here as well. It smells luxurious. It smells like an expensive soap, as you've heard millions of times. It's a really good one with really respectable performance and great product quality. And again, with this one, smelling clean and fresh, works great all year round. So guys, that's gonna do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that work great any time of the year for any season. These are all great investments. These are a great place to put your money. You want to buy scents that you can really get your money's worth out of and use whenever. If you guys like this video, let me know what you think down below. And don't forget that all these fragrances will be mentioned down below in the video description as well. If you want to check any of these out, pick any of these up, you guys know what to do. Hit those links down there. That's going to do it for me, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.